All right, good morning, you guys. How's it going? Hope you guys are hanging in there. Pre-market prep for Friday. I skipped yesterday. Wasn't Woke up kind of late yesterday. Wasn't even sure what day it was yesterday, to be quite honest. All right, so let's check in what's going on with the overall market. Pretty quiet this morning. Not as big of a drop so far, right? I mean, yesterday I think the big news that's got investors worried are Amazon earnings they missed, even though they recorded $100 billion quarter. Well, you know how the market goes, they don't like it, so they missed the estimates, and pretty big move down. So let's check in with the charts on the Amazon and what I'm seeing here. And so as far as I always look at the Fed retracement to kind of anticipate where it can go. Whenever you get a deep retracement, the general guideline is to use 61, the 0.618 or 61.8% retracement. So it already broke that, and the next level down, and it actually hit 33.33 yesterday as a low, like right on the money, right? And so 33.13 is the next retracement, and of course, 31.84 is the following. I'm not suggesting that it's going to break the 33.13 level here, but it could. I think we might see another drastic move down at the bell. Maybe it'll bounce off the 33.13. Maybe it'll go a little bit lower. Who knows? But I anticipate there's going to be a little bit more selling off on Amazon before it comes back. All right. If we check in with, I believe IWM just went red. And so I figure, hey, maybe small caps will possibly take a run here, and money flows from large caps, tech into small caps, and that's we're not seeing any small cap move. Lucid's down, Wish is down. Let's see, yeah, I'm on Wish. I'm back on Wish, down 2%. Fubo's down, and pretty much everything else is down at this point. Even Disney, my favorite stock right now, is down as well. So we're not going to get some breaks off that. If we check in with SPY, SPY, as you guys know, yesterday hit another all-time high. This is what scares me, right? You have a SPY running crazy, or going all-time highs, 441.80, and stocks aren't doing much. Okay, so that tells you something. If we go to QQQ, it's down about a point right now. We could see back to 360 level from, I believe this was last Monday. Last Monday, 360 bounced away from this fib channel, which is 50% retracement here. And we could go for a double bottom bounce. Okay, so if QQQ starts going down, then you're going to see Amazon sell off a little bit more. You're going to see AMD come back down a little bit. I still believe AMD will come under $100 eventually. Okay, so I'm kind of short in this position. So we'll see what happens at the bell. Yeah, any questions you guys might have? What's going on, guys? I still like Disney. Just because it's down by a few pennies, I'm not going to worry too much about it. They do have earnings on the 12th, I believe, the following Thursday. So we'll see what happens there. All right. Let's see. Wish was a nice bounce yesterday, wasn't it, guys? We got calls on it. It was a nice bounce that's come back down, and it's retracing a little bit more than I like here. We'll see what happens. I still have calls on Wish. I'm still bullish long term. We'll see where it goes. But we got to stay above 10. I think we got to stay above 996 today. But by the looks of it, small caps just not performing today. Now, you can have a situation where we've seen this before, right? Remember last Monday when everything was down, and all of a sudden, the bulls stepped in, the buying frenzy stepped in at the bell, and then we ran. Right. And while the index and the futures was red, but the stocks were up. So we could have that repeat situation. If we don't, then you see a bigger pullback later today or some point today. And it's Friday, guys. Friday's going, what happens on Fridays? Not much. Pretty flat. Going into August, you should take some time to get on vacation. Use the time in August to get some vacation time in with your family members. Okay. It's going to be pretty slow in August here. But still plenty of opportunities. But if you want to take a vacation with family and enjoy yourselves. It's going to be the market will still be here when you come back. All right. SNMP, I'm no longer in it. And the part and sport, SPRT, I'm no longer in it as well. I dropped some positions yesterday, just kind of gauging the overall weakness of the market after the sell off on Amazon. Just the sentiment is pretty bleak, and so I'm going to just go heavy cash much as I can. Over the weekend. Yeah, HGen, that's HGen is not a position I'm willing to shave or drop right now, only because the price is still holding well, right? Above 16. EUAs any day, like you said. Lucid is dropping under 22.84 right now. So I posted this a few times. That would be an area where you could buy more shares. I mean, realistically, we can really see right now we're at 22.84. So you see there's a little bit of room here down to potentially low upper 21, low 22s. If that happens, well, then you know what to do. This would be a great buying area. If it goes below that, we'll see we'll figure it out. we'll see what happens, but I don't think it does. If you guys know Fubo tried to get out of this box and actually hit 28.15, this retracement level, which is great, but then it couldn't hold, and there was some resistance there, and now we're coming back down into the box. 26.44 is pre-market price, so we're right about back into the box. As long as it stays here, I'm okay with it because it's going to, you have some flippers here, right? And a little double bottom bounce here. I'm okay with Fubo. Earnings August 10th. If it comes back down here, I'll buy more. It's fine. Not a big deal. Well, if that's the case, if that is the case midlife, you really should not be playing with money that you can't afford to lose. Always have something on the side and vacation money and family money. All right. Any COVID plays that's going to survive this market? Moderna. Have you seen Moderna? Yeah, Moderna is down right now. I suspected that it was going to be down yesterday, and it looks like it just went green. Whoa. All right. So it just went green for just went green. So Moderna is a really good play, you guys. You guys should get some option calls. You should. Not financial advice. It's up to you guys. But Moderna, if I pull up the 2-hour chart on Moderna, all right. Look at this perfect bounce right here at 50% retracement, right? And it bounced away real quick, all right? And now it's back to 345, 346 level, all right? And I suspect it's going to go back to 360 for another retry, or at least, let's say, 354, and then 360 for retry of the all-time highs. So we'll see. So Moderna is a good one. I'm going to hold OCGN until I get the darn news. All right. Seems like forever, but that's the way it is when you're waiting on catalyst. I see Tesla going back to 660 today, to be quite honest. I would say that at the bell, things are going to run. Okay. You're going to see some big green candlesticks. All right. But if that can't sustain, all right, you're going to see Tesla retest right about 670. What's the price right now in Tesla? Pre-market price is 672. So yesterday, during the sell-off, it went to 662. Okay, back down here. I suspect it's going to try to hit this line right here, which is 659, which is what I said, right? 660 area. All right, and if that doesn't hold, okay, you're looking at retesting 648 and potentially 630s again. We'll see. I'm just not feeling the market today, so I'm going to pretty much just go short on everything. But if things run, during the bell, then hey, I might do some calls and make possible bounce plays for sure. OCGN is fine. Don't worry about OCGN. Yeah, Wish is something I'm just scalping right now. I called the reversal on it 3 days ago, And so far it has, right? But it's just slow in making the progress that you want to make. So you have to be very patient with it. I would imagine that Amazon's lackluster or bad earnings would actually help Wish, but that's not really the case. Excuse me. It would be great though, but it's just a wish. You are awesome. No, you're awesome, Danny. I appreciate that, man. So this will be my last pre-market prep for this obviously for today. This weekend, I am going on vacation starting Sunday, and I won't be back until the following week after. So if you are part of my Patreon, commercial plug, if you are part of my Patreon, I will still be trading with you. Don't worry. I will still do swings. I will, even though I'm on vacation, it's a great time to do trading because I could just trade at the beach. And that's what I absolutely intend to do. So I'm going to be out on the beach, for 5 days. So I will be trading there. I just won't do pre-market preps. If you are if you are thinking about our Patreon group, all right, spots open up back on Sunday morning. I'd love for you to join us. Excuse me. As you know, every time anyone signs up for Patreon, I automatically donate to my favorite ministries in Southeast Asia, Africa, and here in South Bay area. We're looking at QQQ here. So I do that. And then every month when you resubscribe or renew, I also donate a proceed to charity as well. All of this is in the name of Jesus, whom I glorify, whom I honor. And it's very worthwhile to give back. And so I hope you join our community. It's not just, you're joining my community just because you can get, alerts or anything like that. That's not what it is. But ask anybody in our Patreon. They're growing. They are learning technicals. They're understanding market sentiment when they put money down on trades. Okay. Because market sentiment is vitally important. You got to know the rotation. You got to know the cycles of the market. Okay. So I teach all that, and people have flourished just by joining our Patreon community. So if you join this weekend, I'm going to give you October for free. All right. So with that being said, that is my commercial plug. Let me check your questions one more time. Any thoughts about gambling stocks with football pen? Fubo should be once NFL comes back alive or comes back a preseason, which starts, I believe, in 2 weeks or so. Fubo will be fine. The streaming will be fine. Roku has earnings also next week. And I think they will be fine. Watch for a Roku bounce. So since we're talking about Roku, let's talk about Roku. If you guys like. No, let's not talk about Roku. It's fine. Roku should be a great one. You think I have a great voice? I appreciate that, man. Thanks. I don't know. I never liked my voice that much. I feel it's a little gaspy, graspy, or whatever the word is. All right, enjoy. Yep, DKNG. These gambling stocks, DKNG, DraftKings, and Penn. They were like. Penn was over $100, last year, and now it's wherever it is. I haven't even checked lately. I just don't understand the drops on some of these stocks. They were hyped up for a while though. So, I mean, when the states were starting to pass legalized gaming and all that, and now it's not new anymore because it's expected, right? The market expects that all 50 states will eventually legalize in-game wagering. California is most likely next, or should be next anyway. And it's not big news. All right. Yeah, let's check Neo. Hold on. Let me I haven't looked at Neo for quite a while. Stop screen, share screen. If anyone's a pro using StreamYard, can you just hit me up in my inbox? Because some things here I don't understand. Anyway, where are we? 42? Yeah. I think you guys, if you guys follow Options Wolf, what's her handle? Delta Gamma Queen or whatever. She's awesome with charts. I think she's like 10 times better than I am at charts. So, give her a follow. I respect that woman. She's just amazing. But if you look at this chart, her and I tend to agree on Neo and that it's going to come down to 35 range. Okay. I see a 0.78 retracement, and this is going to be 1, 2, it's A, B, C pattern down. Okay, so short term, you're not going to like Neo. Long term, you might, because after this finishes dipping, we can see that there's a nice trend line support here. And I think from that point on, after this, if it comes back down here, then you can, right, then it's going to do one of these, all right, and eventually break out. Okay. Long term, you're going to like Neo. Short term, you're not going to like Neo. Most stocks right now that you like are not, you're not going to like right now, right? Because everything's just down. Biggest, not biggest, but market correction from last year, right? Everybody rushed into the market in 2020 and everything's just correcting. Everything's either, most stocks are trading sideways, okay? Up and down movements, no clear direction. That's why it's really choppy, right? That's why we say the market's really choppy. And some of you folks that haven't, that are not investing time into your technicals and understanding how the market works, you're gonna bleed out a little bit. And if you're not comfortable with this market, it's okay just to step out, right? You don't have to be always trading. I'm not always trading. I only took 2 trades yesterday, right? How soon do you think Amazon makes a return? I do not know. If I had a crystal ball, I'd tell you. In fact, I ordered one. I ordered the crystal ball off Amazon, and we'll see if it works. No, I'm not going to look at AMC. Okay, fine. I'll look at AMC. Excuse me. Yeah, maybe I should set up a tip jar for you guys. I'm just kidding. Funny, like almost every ticker you guys ask, I already did something with the chart. Okay, well, so far $35 holds, right? $35 holds on AMC. I'm pretty sure my count is virtually off at this point. But I mean, I suspect 25 eventually. Once if the apes go away and people, this dies down a little bit, then I suspect $25. All right, but who knows? It's AMC. It could run out of hell. It could run out of nowhere. But it's just going to stay within a range, right? So it's kind of range bound right now, 35-40, 30-40 range, I think, right? Yeah, my baby, she rotates the same pacifier. It's really weird. It's like, she thinks it has different flavors or something. It's like she's done with this one, and then she'll put that one back, and then she'll grab the other one. I should have ordered off a Wish now. Well, when I say step out, what I mean is if you have some long-term holds that you like, right? What I'm simply suggesting is that maybe you stop trading. Okay, if you're gonna hold those positions, then do so, right? And that's up to you. Check on them, of course. You still got to. I think you still have to have some type of protective stops, or mentally speaking, you got to have some stops. But if your trades aren't working out for you, and you're constantly losing on trades, it's time to step out of the market, because you're not going to, over trading will kill your account, right? So just be cautious of that. Don't over trade. Like I said, August is going to be pretty slow, right? And it's up to you, if you're 40 to 60% position down on your position, I mean, I would recommend this, that you gotta have a plan before you get into the trade. Never, I've done this before. I'm not perfect, okay? I don't want you guys to think I'm this awesome. I never make mistakes. I make mistakes constantly, okay? But I do my best to learn from them. And that is, if you're 15 to 20% down on your position, you should never let it get to that point, right? You should have already had a plan before going into the trade, unless it's a long-term investment, all right? But if you're letting it dwindle down to 40 and 60%, you got to cut your loss and just simply move on. I have to tell people this. I have to tell people this all the time. The probability of you going further red is more likely than you ever going green on that trade. Now, I do believe in miracles. They do happen, but don't expect it to just, don't expect that out of this market. Did you do Amazon? Yeah, I talked about Amazon. I think it could go. I think it can break 33.33 again, which is yesterday's low. 33.13 is what I expect it to test. 33.13. If that breaks, we're looking at 31.84. Okay. I I really don't know if that's going to happen or not. But 31.84 would be a really bad dump. You're looking at over 10% drop, 9% drop on Amazon. That would take the market with it. So I hope it doesn't happen. All right. Yeah, Apple's tops is in, AMD top is in. All right. If you're down 25% or so, like you said, but you're in long term still cut losses. No, that's what you have to figure out for yourself, right? I can't tell you what to do. However, if you're down 25% and you need some buying power just to maybe try to make something back on day trades or scalps, then trim the position. But if you're out of buying power, then you can't even average down, right? So you most likely you went probably a little bit too heavy in position, you know. Waffles or pancakes? German waffles, or I'm sorry, Belgian waffles. I don't like pancakes that much. Yeah. All right. Okay, guys. I think this is awesome. I appreciate you guys. I'm going again. Once again, if you're just tuning in, I'm going on vacation next week. I will be trading, but no pre-market shows. I appreciate all your support. You guys just chiming in just to listen to me ramble for 20 minutes every morning. With that being said, I hope to see all of you. If you guys enjoy the knowledge, the content, okay, I provide 10x more to our Patreon community. So once again, if you join the Patreon community this weekend, I'm giving you October for free. All right. With that being said, you guys have a great day. Stay safe and have a great weekend.